What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to HPA, High Performance Agents. My name is Taj Howell, and for the last 9 years, I have been a performance coach, meaning I have transformed hundreds, if not thousands, of people's lives, transformed thousands of people's bodies, thousands of people's mindsets. And I'm here today again for High Performance Agents, which is my elite real estate agent podcast. If you're a real estate agent, tune in right now because we're going to be discussing why you must develop grit. Okay. And even if you're not a real estate agent, you need grit. Okay. Anybody in the world who wants to succeed in the business arena must develop grit. Now, what do I mean by grit? Grit means the ability to have a strong will, strong mindset, to be powerful, to do what you say you're going to do, to outwork people in your industry, to show up and actually get the shit done that you need to get done in order for you to develop the results that you want to achieve in your life. That's what grit is. Now, first question that I want to ask you when it comes to grit and seeing if you actually have it is, how tough are you? How much can you endure? Right? Can you endure getting no said to you 100 times and still going? Can you endure people hanging up the phone in your face if you're in sales? Can you endure people denying you, saying no over and over and over again? Can you endure all of the things that business is going to throw your way, right? And if you don't know if you can endure it or not, then I would look back at the last few years of your life and ask yourself, have you put your tail between your legs and ran away in times of crisis, in times of uncertainty, like COVID? I'm not even going to say it. In the demic, right? In times of uncertainty, in times where you don't know what's going to happen in the world, did you put your tail between your legs and run and hide? Or were you able to push through, fight through, and make it happen? Right? How much can you endure? What is it that, like, what have you done over the past few years that has led you to a point where you know that you can endure more and more, and you're never going to quit? That's what developing grit is all about. What's your fitness like? That's another question for you, right? Because how can you truly have grit? How can you truly endure a lot? How can you truly withstand the test of time if you can't even push yourself physically, right? Because our bodies are where we actually draw power from. Our bodies are what we draw strength from. If you can't push yourself physically, how do you expect to push yourself mentally or in the business arena? You absolutely must develop the grit to push yourself physically. If you don't, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're never going to get to where you want to get to in business. It's just never going to happen. The production that you can achieve when you're a fit and healthy person is night and day different to the amount of production you can achieve if you're an unfit person. It's just a fact. So you must develop grit. Mentally, physically, with your fitness. You need to be willing to push yourself. The next thing is your willpower. What kind of willpower do you have? Are you the type of person who at the end of the day, you have to have a drink, you have to have a smoke, you have to do this, you have to watch TV? Or are you the person who can keep going until the job is fucking done? What kind of person are you? How much grit do you have? What can you endure? What can you take? Who are you? Who are you? You need to develop grit, okay? And the last thing that I want to talk about is how to actually develop it. Because now that you understand why you need it, you need to understand how to develop it. If we're talking grit, the only way to develop grit is by doing things that are uncomfortable. Things that are uncomfortable develop grit. If you're not willing to do things that are uncomfortable, you will not be tough. You will not be strong. Your brain will not be calloused. You will always be weak. You will always be looking for the next level, but unable to achieve it. You will always yearn for more, but never seem to be able to climb to a higher level because you don't have grit. The only way to develop grit is to generate and manufacture discomfort into your life. Meaning, push yourself physically, eat the right foods, wake up extra early, take cold showers. Don't get distracted by the softcore porn that's on TikTok, that's on Facebook, that's on Instagram. Don't be distracted. Don't let things steal your power away. If you're in business, you need grit. You need to be in control. If you're not in control, you're out of control. There's two frames of mind that you can have as a man in this world. There's only two. You're in control or you're not. And if you're constantly addicted to scrolling social media and you're distracted and you need to drink all the time and smoke weed all the time and you can't actually focus, you have no grit, you're not working hard, you're not pushing yourself, you're not doing extra phone calls, you're not going the extra mile, you're not going to be successful because you don't have grit. Okay? If you want to learn how I strategically and systematically develop grit inside of my clients' lives, inside of my executive clients' lives, getting them to the next level physically, the next level mentally, pushing themselves every single day, doing things that keep them inside of a peak performance zone each and every single day of their lives, then I want you to head to the link in my bio and apply for coaching. It really is that simple. Or if you're the type of person who already knows they have grit and you're listening to this and this is firing you up, then good. Follow me because there's a lot more coming. All right, guys, have an amazing day. It's Monday. Let's make it happen this week. Let's get to the next level. I know that you are all worthy of greatness, but the only way that greatness is going to come is if you develop some goddamn grit. All right. See you guys in the next episode.